Hello, my Teaserking family. This is just a short video on info. So, as you see me pick baseball picks, and we go through the games, and I give you the picks, I'm going to do the same thing for football, but only you have to sign up for the class. It'll be $25 for pro and 25 for college, and I will walk through the games just like I do baseball. So we will go week one pro football, Baltimore, Kansas City. I'll break it down and I'll give you my pick. We'll go through units just like we do for baseball, just like I do on the website. And if it's a lock, I'll tell you. And we will go through every game, but I'll go through every game, but only what I pick. So, in other words, if I have 7 picks, I'll go through the game, say I'm not picking, just like I do for baseball. So if you go on to Teaserking and you're familiar with this, you better be. This is the website. So we go down here, and here are the picks. So at the bottom, we go down here. There's the tab, College Picks, YouTube Class, $25 per week. Pro Picks, YouTube Class, 25. You just click on it, use debit or credit card, and I'll get an email, and then I'll know you paid, and then I will then do a private class. Now, it's not for one, it's for everybody. Hey, Real D. Well, I'm going over picks. So what I'm doing is, you click on this, you want to buy college picks, and you want the week, like how you asked me. Only in football, it's going to be, you'll ask me on here. So it'll be $25, very inaffordable for, with the inflation, it's like $5. So it's $25 college or the pro or both. And you won't need a password. I will then have the class here, just like I'm doing now. And when I do that, we'll go through the games, and I'll say, here's my lock, here's the picks, here's everything here. And that'll be your only fee, the $25, and it's weekly. So let's say a pro, we got the Thursday night games. Okay, we got a Thursday night game on. So I would do a class Wednesday night, Thursday night, give me the Thursday game, and in this case, the Friday game, Green Bay, Philly. And then I go through the Sunday games, but we might be waiting for weather or injuries. And so I'll say, well, I'll get back to you on that, and we can do that one, I guess, Sunday morning. We'll play it out. Or it'll be Saturday night or Sunday morning as soon as I get whatever information. But most of the picks for pros will be done definitely by Thursday. So you don't have to pay for each class, just per week. So let's say it's a Wednesday class. Maybe I pop in on Thursday to say, okay, here's what's happening tonight. I'm taking this team. And then either Saturday night or Sunday morning, probably Sunday morning, we'll talk about it and give the picks for Sunday on Sunday morning, like I do anyway. College would be probably Friday night or Friday afternoon. So let's say I do it from 2 to 3 on Friday, but you're working or you can't get to it. It's a private with your email, so you should be able to get to it, Friday night. And you get home from work, it's 8:00. You want my picks. You go into the private, and there it is. And because I have your email, because you paid, that's how I mark it. So it's private. I don't know what my limit is, but right now I do the in public, so anybody can watch it. But I can mark it private for only people that paid, and then you'll get the picks, and I'll talk just like here, so you can ask questions, and then if you can't get it while I'm doing it live, then you'll have my email, and or you can watch it at any time. So you watch it at 8 o'clock Friday. You get all the picks, you write them down, and then we can reclass it on Saturday morning. I can do my normal 10 o'clock show on Saturday morning to get updates of what's going on, line movements, and adjust the picks. So that's kind of the thing. Oh, okay. I'm glad you do. I mean, last year I gave all the picks I could do in baseball and football, and then nobody was buying. And I'm like, well, wait a minute. This is my business. So I feel it's fair 25, and or you can still get the picks on the site on Teaserking if you don't have time. So you got a busy schedule. You can't watch me live. You don't want to go through the thing. You can then go and purchase. So here you can purchase the pro picks for the week, $75. You get the pro locks with it. The college picks, 75, and then I give you a deal. If you want them all, it's 100. You get all the picks and include all the locks. Or the best one is this monthly one, $200. $200. Well, this is 75 times 4 is $300. So you're getting $100 off, and then instead of 100, you're paying 300 for 4 weeks instead of 400. And then here's the full season, $599, and then I give you a good deal of $750. So you can still do this. This is option B if you don't have access to YouTube or you're busy and you can't get to it. But it'll just be like the baseball where I run them down. I'll have my homework done, so we'll know injuries just like I always do for football. So you'll have your choice if you want to, as we go through them, fine. And in the regular class, I will just, kind of like, well, this is an A team and this is a Z team, but you won't know my picks. I'll probably go through injuries, some basics of that, sort of like I do with baseball, but you're not going to get the picks in the regular class like I do for baseball. So I'm trying to get people for the Austrian economics class, but I don't really know how to get that going. I've said some stuff on Twitter, but it doesn't seem to, that. And then I give a lot, like today's economics, or we talked about Rolex and we talked about gold and we talked about Mantle cards. So you probably, for you guys, you don't need, I've given you enough economics. It's for the other guys who haven't seen me or are fairly new, who want to know what's inflation, why should I buy gold? What's an investment? What's a gamble? All that stuff. So that's what I'm hoping there. But this should be different because I know a lot of guys come for the picks. And so I'm trying to be fair with it, $25. I don't think if you're betting on the game, you got $25. And then I'll make you a lot of money like I do every year, but a lot last year. And so that's what I'll do. Now, I don't have it set up to buy the full month for $75, but we can talk about that as we go. You can say, hey, can I have, why don't we do a month for 75 for the pros? And I'll probably say, yeah, okay. So I'm always willing to work a little bit as long as it's a fair argument. We can do that, but it'll be the same structure as I do for baseball now. It'll be KC, Baltimore. We got Mahomes and Lamar and da-da-da. Here's their offense, their defense. Here's the injuries, and here's how I see the game. Here's the line, and there's the pick. And so we'll go through that. So I think Wednesday night, I'll give the Thursday. I should have everything by Wednesday night except for injuries. So somebody's hurt. Richardson's hurt for Indy. Is he going to play? We don't know on Wednesday. We'll be back Sunday morning with that pick. Or I'll say if he plays, we're picking him, but if he doesn't, don't pick him. So that's what I wanted to just do a quick kind of a promo where this is what I want to do. I know a lot of people rely on my picks. So I'm trying to keep it fair for everybody. I'm not asking for a lot. I ask for more. So if you don't have YouTube time, just go to Teaserking. Just go to this is the purchase picks tab, and then you get it. I think I'm going to add a gold picture to my Teaserking. So here's my homepage. On it, I got a lot of good comments. I am the king. I like that. And what I do. So basically, here's the site. So I think I'll add a gold bar because this is really intended for football. But my economics background is what makes me teach the Austrian economics because I'm realizing nobody knows what the fuck's going on. And there's really nobody to explain it. And as I showed you today, the communists, and if you listen to the wrong guy, you're going to be clueless. So that's why I'm getting into the economics is just I can see people need help there. And, it's very frustrating. No, well, that's the regular website. It's been like that for years. What do you want? I mean, this is how it's always been. This is the homepage. And I explain what a teaser bet is because people don't know. And I really don't do trends anymore. I do it out here, and I'm not sure they work. And then what is this one? Oh, okay. This is odds. This will take you to a page where the odds are. The history's my history. So this shows you what I do. So I just had them change it to now it'll be 24 and 23. So you see I had a great 23. And then that's a weekly trend and what the plays were. So like here, so it shows you my Super Bowl pick. So I had the San Francisco. No, I don't know what this is. Well, this must be 2 weeks. Oh, this is both of them. The way I had it date. So the lock was Kansas City plus 10 against Baltimore and the 49ers over with the Lions. That was a lock. 31-77. So I had 31 units on it. And then this was the Super Bowl. We had Kansas City in 8 and Kansas City under 54, which was a joke. And that was for 25. So it's 25, whatever your unit is. The 77s are for luck. So there it goes. And then it added to the total. So the first was the championship week, and the bottom one was the Super Bowl just because of the dates. So normally you get each week like that. And that's how it reads across because you need a 2-team T-shirt. Now, in the class, you can say, "Hey, I want to do 4-team T-shirt." I might say, "Hey, I got 4 strong locks. Here they are. Play a 4-team teaser," which I try to tell you anyway, or a 5-team teaser or a 10-team teaser. I've hit the 10 and 11-team teasers. I show you that. So give you options, or you hit the first half and then you want to trap the second half. So you can't lose and you can win both. So just interesting and intriguing ways you can bet teasers that you probably don't think. Real D, is there an improvement that you were thinking about or that I should make? I mean, this is pretty vanilla, but really this is just I'm doing the talking and teaching here. This is really where you can look at the history and the purchase of the picks. So you're really going here to buy it, and then you're getting the picks. and then you get a password, and then you put in the password, and that gets you. You put the password in, and it says submit, and then you get the picks come up here. And the password you get when you after you when you purchase, there'll be I think a password on the bottom, or a little something that pops up, says here's your password. And if you don't get it, you can just email me and go, hey, I didn't get the password. Why is my screen dirty? So, I mean, this is the site. I don't know what improvements I can make. I don't want to make it. I've always thought of it as, come here to buy the picks, you get the picks. The picks are the important thing. That's what we're making money on. So I don't really mess around with the site at this point. I could, but like I said, I might add gold, but I don't know. See, if I do a gold site, the professor's gold or something, or Austrian economics, it costs money to have this on a server, and I don't program this. I have an IT guy who, he just made the switch. So he went in to purchase the picks, and he added these 2 boxes. He did that yesterday, and then he changed this from bowl picks to college picks now. So he goes in and makes these little changes. And that's all I need him for. I put in the picks, and then I update the picks. But that's really the purpose of the site. To me, it's more of like a financial information site. So if you make money and you get winners, I think you're fine with the site. But let me know, Real D, what you're talking. If there's something you want to see improved. The trends I was putting up there, but the way everything moves, the trends I'm finding not really effective. And baseball is on there, but I'm basically giving all the baseball games, so I'm not selling them at this point. I'm trying to show you how difficult baseball is, because it's averages and it's really difficult, but football is a much easier game to pick, as I show you. So I really wanted to show you that. So like I said, we'll get the days and times straight. Figure, if there's a Thursday night game, I might do it night, or I might do it Thursday afternoon. But I know people work, and I might be working by then. Who knows? And we'll get that taken care of. So you'll get Thursday's game. But really, it's to run down the whole sheet and say, this is the pick, that's a pick, this is a lock, that's a lock. Because I'll have 4 or 5 locks some weeks, depending on how the games are. And then you get you'll get injuries and weather and everything we need to pick. And feel free to, like you're doing now, you can ask the questions and comments, and how do I play this? And I'm right here for you. So it's like a real financial advisor who actually can advise you. I mean, the problem with financial advisors, they won't tell you about gold because there's no commission on it, right? It's not on the menu, as I say. That's the problem with finance. But you can't get mad at financial advisors for not giving you gold. It's not on their menu to give you. It's like going to a Chinese restaurant and wanting to get Italian. Well, it's not on the menu. I can't give you spaghetti at a Chinese restaurant. So you go to a financial advisor, he's never going to give you gold. It's not on his menu. It's only commission items, stocks, bonds, real estate trusts, annuities, stuff like that. But the real thing he should be saying is get out of dollars, but then he wouldn't make commission. And that's why everybody gets screwed, because nobody understands, and they go to him and he advises them, get Microsoft and Apple or this stock and that, Uber, whatever, and buy some bonds and, buy real estate trusts, even though the real estate market's down. Uh, and that's what he does. And he doesn't care if you make money or not. They're in it for the commissions. So with here, I'm actually giving you the games. Here's who I think's going to win. And you need to know I'm not going to go 100%. But if I did, I'd only a Bernie Madoff can go 100%. And I'll give you the picks. And then I kind of explain. So let's say, the 1 o'clock game on Sunday, I give you with the night game on Sunday or the Monday night game, and the game loses. But you have other games I've given you, 5 or 6 games. Well, what I want you to do would be take another game I gave you, a 4 o'clock game or the Monday night game, and play that with the other half of the game I gave you. So if it's a 1 o'clock game and the Sunday night game, the 1 o'clock game loses, then play a 4 o'clock game with the Sunday night game, because we still like the Sunday night game. And there's always one or two that we think are going to win and don't. Generally, we try to make them the little unit one, not the big unit one, not the lock. But everything happens. The locks don't go 100%. So you got to have an open mindset, sort of like the derivatives in gold. We know it can't just keep going up. It's going to go down. So we understand, like today when it went down, that it was the derivatives. It wasn't selling. It wasn't anything but the derivatives by the U.S. knocking the price down. And I have some pretty good news. So looking at gold now, it's all the way up back to 24.67. So it jumped quite a bit. It was 24.51. I think in class it was 54, 50, 58, and now it's back to 67. And hopefully we'll see 2,400 tomorrow. Anyway, so this is where you go to get the class. So I want the pro picks or college. Now college will need I'll go through the picks first, and then I'll go through every game. But I want to go through the picks first. So now let's say, Real D, you want to bet, Michigan State or Michigan, but I don't have it as a pick. But you want to bet it, so you come here and you go, who do you like in that game? And I give you I'll have every game that I can make a suggestion on. It's just my confidence on the game is why I don't bet it. So I will give you that. Like Ohio State, Oregon, I mean, I'll probably tease the dog in the game, but I don't, I wouldn't take one or the other. I would take the dog. That'll be a great game. But that's what we'll do, because I can't play. There's so many college games, so we'll sometimes I play like 8 or 10. Early on, it's a little tough. And then you got that 1A and 1B. So I might play 1A and then come back with the team. I know there's like one team that plays Georgia Tech and SMU Nevada, and Georgia Tech Florida State. Well, I might give you Florida State or Georgia Tech and then come back with them the next week they play and say, okay, we're taking Georgia Tech or Florida State in the second week now that we've seen them play. And I'll go through what I look for. I'll say, here are the box scores. I might do that on the regular class, but I'll go through, here's the quarterbacks I see. But I will reiterate that on the picks. This quarterback that we don't know is, like Will Howard at Ohio State. We know him. And the guy at Arizona, we know him. And the guy at Oregon. So that's not going to be a big thing. It's the guy at Michigan State, because he came from Oregon State, and we'll see, is he Uglia Buglia or is he really good? We know Uglia Buglia sucks. He's at Florida State now. But that's what we're looking at, the new, I'll spot the new quarter, sort of like what I did with Ranger Suarez at Philly. And I see that he's, look at, he's 9-1 with a 1.7 ERA. I discovered him, and now he's 10-3 with a 2.7 ERA. Wait a minute, he's lost a point in ERA. What the fuck? So I will discover them, and then I'll tell you when to get on them when they're hot and get off of them when they start cooling down. Hey, Ron. Uh, well, that's why last year I gave them to you. So like I gave everybody Kansas City in the Super Bowl, and they won. And you had it all a week before, and Kansas City over Baltimore, and I gave it just like now, and it won. Uh, I think the reason I do this is because I'm not a salesman, but I'm real. I actually can do this. And I think most people who do this can't do it. So they kind of lie to you. They're kind of salesmen. I'll give you the picks and then they lose. And then you never know that they lost, or they only post their winners and they don't have the balls to sit down and explain the pick. And I'm taking KC to win the Super Bowl. Who won? Kansas City. So there you go. You know I picked it. You know why I picked it, and then it wins. And you go, yeah, the professor knew what he was doing and picked the game. And that's why I put the history on my site, because there's the picks. Here's the history. This is what so the people that don't buy see the picks, then, so on Tuesday, I think you can see the picks that I picked for Sunday, and there it is. And the losers are on there and the winners are on there. Uh, and because I did so well last year and you all saw it, you can go out of the video now for the Super Bowl or the championship games, and I showed you my picks, and you can see what I picked. And so it's but it's because it's like me teaching Austrian economics. I'm teaching you about gold, and all of a sudden, gold's 2470 on its way to 2500. Well, I've been for 3 years bitching at you guys to buy gold at 16, 1700. And now it's at 20, I'm going to 25, on its way to 3, on its way to 10. But I explain it, why it does it, and it's doing exactly what I'm saying. And that's the thing. So that's really, I actually understand it. And I'm a little psychic, so I can feel, like I say, I feel some games. And I've had buyers past years going, is this a game you like, or is this a game you feel, or you like it? Because they know when I feel the game, I almost see it. I almost see the score. And like I had a vision. I was telling Jenna, we got a lot of money back from the trust. So my mom died. She left the trust. I don't know how much I'm getting, but I had really good vibes on it. And I could see myself telling Jenna, yeah, we got a lot of money in. I don't know what a lot of money is, but I'm hoping for something. But because my problem is I got all this gold, and I don't want to sell the gold because it's only at 2,400. I want to wait till it's 20,000 if I need to sell the gold. So that's really what I'm waiting. I don't want to sell it now. So it's kind of, I got all this gold, but it's sitting away. But that's what I try to do. Is I very good at explaining. So I used to coach my daughter's softball team, and I'm with third, fourth, fifth grade girls, and you're trying to teach them how to throw and how to hit. And you could just see the lights not on. I could see some of the girls were coordinated, and the light, they knew what to do. My daughter, I never taught her how to hit or throw. She just picked it up. She was coordinated. My little one was not coordinated. So she's trying to put her arm up to hit. And I'm like, no, just keep it here. See the ball, hit the ball, keep it simple. And she started to hit the ball. I taught her how to pitch, but she wasn't coordinated enough. The catching and the throwing was a little bit. She could pitch, but she couldn't throw. But that's what I learned. You gotta calm it down, get it to a level people understand. I never get questions, and all the time I've been teaching, 3 years, I never get a question on what is inflation or why buy gold or any of that. I never get questions on that. You guys are sitting here, you feel free to ask them. Ronnie, if we don't pay $25, will we still be able to watch your picks after? No, I don't believe so, because I'll do it private. So you won't be able to at all. I'll put in emails. So the only person that I can do is the people that paid can see it. Now you can go here. So in other words, these will be my picks on here. So what you'll do is you won't know what the pick is, but then you go into the history and you'll see in the history what my picks were. That's on the site, so that you can see. And so, like I said, the bottom one was the Super Bowl, Kansas City, which you knew anyway because I gave it to you here. So I don't know. I probably all the picks will be in the private for the 25. But then you'll see them when you go to the history page. That's how you'll see them. But I don't think I can change the settings. So once I go private and put your email and Real D's email and Bobby's email and Luke's email, once I get those emails in there, then they can see the video. And that would be, I guess I could add your email on Monday and then you can see what I chose. But just as easy, go to the history tab on teaserking.com and you'll see the same picks because it'll be the same thing. Take, Detroit, Chicago, Philly, and that'll be picks there. That's the lock, and then you'll see it as a lock. But that's what I'll discuss. So I basically will discuss the picks, but I'll also do other games. Now in free, I'll try to do, if I figure out how to get the time, do like I do, and it'll probably be shorter, where I'll probably just go, these are the A teams and the Z teams. These are good quarterbacks that are new. Cam Rising's playing and all that stuff, and talk about that. And you can probably ask me there, or I could walk through the picks. But so probably Monday, Tuesday, I'll just do regular like I'm doing now. And then, like I said, Wednesday night, I'll probably do pro for Thursday because of the Thursday game. And then probably do it again on Sunday morning. And then Friday, I'll do college. And then Saturday, just to, okay, here's a new pick I got. Here's weather change. Here's injury. The guy Cam Rising's not playing, and I thought he was. And, so we'll get that kind of information and any new picks I add. But you can see it on the history, and then I'll probably recap it Monday when I do. Here's how I did last week, and you'll have the history and all the private. But I probably won't do a private. So you'll pay. So you probably want to do the private, let's say for the NFL on Wednesday, $25, and you get Wednesday night, and then you'll get Sunday morning, and you'll get the picks. If I add some Friday night, I might do a quick show Friday night and say, here's the picks. Here's what I was waiting for. I was waiting for the injuries. And then Sunday mornings, always here's the line changes and here's injury updates. And now I'm picking this and this because of that. So you'll get all that. So like I said, a financial advisor will never tell you to buy gold, but he'll give you the other. But he doesn't care that you lose. He's in it for the commission, like our Attack on Wall Street guy. But me, I'm in it for you to win. So I'm going to tell you all the details that I look at. And that's why I'm very successful is I'm looking at this and that, and I'll give you the picks, but I'll give you the winners, and I'll tell you to stay away from the stupid prop bets. That's just a waste of money. Put more on the lock. If I'm locking a game, don't go how many yards running is Lamar Jackson going to get. Just bet the game. So anyway, I'm trying to keep it easy, but I should still be able to do this Monday and Tuesday to go over pro and college. But when I do give the picks out, that'll be a private. And anyway, so we'll do that and get that going. So you'll get all the picks here, and you can talk to me or just buy them on Teaserking, and then you get the password, plug that in, and you'll get the picks that way because you don't have time to watch the YouTube version. Anyway, so that's what I wanted to do. I'm just kind of saying what I'm doing to prepare people. For last year, I just gave the picks out. And but this year, I like these classes. I wish I'd get more people for Austrian economics who would sign up, but I'm not really getting. I don't really know where and how to do that to promote it, right? a little bit with Twitter, but that hasn't gotten me anywhere. I tell you here, but you get a lot of economics from me here that I don't charge for because I believe you should get it. But it's the people that want to know, well, what is inflation? Why am I buying gold and stocks and all that stuff? So that's kind of what why I'm giving the Austrian economics classes. People want to really know, which is very important. But if you're watching my videos, you get it anyway, so you don't need to do that. But that's where it's at. So trying to do this, and so these will be classes. So it'll be you sign up, I get your email, it goes in as a private, and then you should be able to enter into the YouTube. If there's a problem, we'll figure it out. And then we'll go from there. I have done one or two privates, but it was years ago. But it asks me when I do the video, it does say public or private, and then it'll be emails, I assume. And then we'll go from there. And yeah, I think it was emails before. So that's the purpose of it. And anyway, so I'll be back with economics tomorrow. I don't know. I like going swimming during the week to get out, and then I come back and have a lunch, and then do a little bit later show. But I really like to go to the lake, so I maybe try to do it a little bit early. But I never seem to get out of bed early enough. So anyway, that's the game plan. I hope you enjoy it. Please ask questions and comments. You can go to the site. You'll get my email. So if you go to the home tab, so it gets you my email, and that's what it is. So you'll see that, and I'll prepare you during the day if I change something. So like I said, if I play Buffalo at 1:00 with San Diego at 4:00 and Buffalo loses, I still want you to play San Diego with the night game or the Monday night game, and I'll give you options. But if everything wins, then we don't have to make that adjustment. Or if you want to trap the game, so you got the 1:00 game, Buffalo with the Sunday night game or the Monday night game, let's say Sunday night with the Lions, and Buffalo wins, now you can trap the Lion game if you want, or you can just leave the teaser alone. It's a big advantage that you already have won the first leg of the teaser. I find it especially good if I play a 6 or 7 team teaser, and I'll leave the 7th game for Monday night. So if I hit the 6, now I got the 7th game Monday night. Now if I need a trap, I trap it. And then I can go, I've won the first 6. I bet $25 to win 200. So let's bet 100 on the other end, which I can win. I can win both because I get the 6 points, or more than likely I win the teaser, but it's insurance to play the other. So that's trapping it. And that depends how much you want to risk and if you want to do that. Anyway, so that's really the point of this. And that's what's going on. So have a good day. I'm getting one other note. I'm getting tired of all these commercials for Biden saying, well, Trump wants to tax the rich, which is what I showed you today, where the communist guy says, oh, yeah, the rich and the corporations don't pay any taxes. And I'm like, what's this guy? Is he out of his mind? And so anyway, he All you see is these, oh, Trump wants to not tax the rich, which would actually be very good because they're the ones who create the jobs. And then but Trump doesn't want to tax. He's going to, not tax. He's going to make sure the rich pay their fair share. No, they won't. And you're telling me companies don't pay tax? Really? Okay. Yeah, somehow I don't believe that either. I'm just so tired of it. I keep seeing these Biden. Is he even running? Biden for president. Oh my God. Biden will do this and why isn't he doing it now? He's had 4 years. He hasn't done any of what they're saying. All of a sudden he's going to do it. This guy's the biggest dictator I've ever seen. He's out of his mind. So I wouldn't trust a word that comes out of there. Anyway, www.teaserking.com is where you get this. Hit the pay, hit the pay button. You go to purchase picks. And then it's down in the corner. And it's, what do I want? His college picks, his pro picks, and it's on right here on this YouTube channel. And you click on it and you use your debit or credit card. I don't see any of that. It goes through. I've never ever had a problem with anybody's things. And pro and college, and then you pick the one you want, or you can pick them both, and then we'll do a class just like we're doing and go make your bets. So that's kind of where we're at. And $25 is nothing. I'm assuming you guys bet 400 or 500 a week anyway. So to get the picks, 25 is nothing. You guys do the all these little, how many yards will a guy get and how many games will they win and all this shit. So you guys do all that. That's more than $25. So anyway, so it's very reasonable, and my skill set by now and my knowledge. So it's well worth it. And we'll go from there. So have a good night. I will see you tomorrow. I'll shoot for 2:00, but 2 or 3. And that'll be it. So have a good night. And let's check the gold price. I'm so bad. I keep checking the gold price. 24.66. So the low, where did it go? All right, 24.66. So when we left this afternoon, it was 24.50. No, it got down to, it was like 24.58. So it's up a little bit, but the good news is the bleeding stopped and it's now up. So we should see 2,500, I think, by Friday afternoon. But the demand's certainly there. It's really just the derivative bullshit but I think if you understand it, you're not as frustrated, and you understand why. It is, it's profit. Anytime you hear somebody say profit taking or consolidation, they don't know what they're talking about. These are strictly derivatives. These are options that are being played on COMEX. That's it. That's why it's called a paper gold. These aren't the real gold prices. In fact, like I said, if everybody went and bought 100 tons of gold, 1,000 people, it wouldn't raise the price because it's not factored in here. It's factored at the on COMEX, but not at the stores. If we all go to the stores or buy it, I bought 11 ounces of silver. It didn't change the price. So silver, it's not. See, now I bought it at 31. It's at 30. I'm not upset. I'm not looking at it. I lost $1 today because it's not a stock and I'm not looking to sell it right away. It's a long-term thing. It's a year away. And then I think we'll see 50, 75 an ounce. So I don't care about the $30 or 31, 32, whatever. Well, I was doing the class. So it'll be, I'm just promoting the the private classes for football and pro and college that's coming up. So basically, so I'm promoting these. So you go to my purchase picks page here, and then you go down, and there's college picks 25 on YouTube and pro picks 25. So you go in and buy those, and then I get your email, and then I go into the class and make it private. So you won't see the class. You won't know it's on until it's private. It'll be marked private, and only people that pay can see it. And I'll do it a couple days a week. So like I said, if there's a Thursday night pro game, I'll do it Wednesday night and do Thursday and some Sunday games, and then Sunday morning for the other Sunday, and then also for college on Friday and Saturday. And then you'll have the picks with me talking to ask questions and comments. And that's the idea of it. I'll still do stuff like this, but I'm not going to give picks out in public like this. So baseball, you get the picks and you get all the economics classes. But in football, it's you either go to Teaserking and purchase, or you come here and you purchase, and it's much cheaper. It's only 25. So you can, you get the picks that way. So either way, we will see. Anyway, that's the purpose of this, just the promo that I will be doing these privately. The picks for football, college and pro, that's it. And so you just go there, college and pro, pay the 25, I get your email, and I go private and I type in all the emails, and then those people can watch it. So it could be 10 people, it could be 100 people. $25 is very reasonable. So I'm not worried about that. And then like Monday, I'll do like this. I'll do it in free, and I'll recap the picks, and I'll recap the games and what we look for and everything else. Anyway, that's about it. So anything, Greg or John? Anything you want to say? So anyway, so we see the gold, expecting 2,500 gold on the way to 3 to 5 to 10 to 20,000. And when the dollar collapses, I don't know. I don't think it's that far off. I think it's very soon. All right. No. Okay. All right. Well, have a good night then. I'm going to sleep, and I'll see you tomorrow. All right. www.teaserking.com. Get you here. And that's when all the fun is. Okay. Have a good night, everybody. Sleep well.